Welcome to lesson 62, estimate with percents. So lesson 62 of numbers and operations. All right, here's our objective. We're going to do some estimation. So that means we're going to round some things off to numbers that are easy to multiply. So you might have to go back to some of our fractions videos or the earlier estimations to get a full account of what we're doing. So here goes some basic percentages, what they look like as a decimal fraction and a percentage. These are numbers that you should probably try to memorize because they're very, very, very common, especially with the thirds and the 2/3. I would just try to memorize some of these basic fractions because you'll see them a lot. And I didn't put, 7/8 and 3/8 on there or anything like that, and no eighths on there. 1/8 is. Okay. About what percent of 237 is 177? So we're going to do some estimation. So how do we proceed? Okay, so what we're going to do is use some rounding terms. So 177 is our part, and 237 is our whole, and this is how we get our percentage. So 177 is our part, 237 is our whole. So let's round these numbers off. 170, we're going to round to the nearest 10. Remember, we told you this a while ago in rounding. If nobody tells you what to round to the next lowest place value. So our lowest place value is 1s. Our next value, lowest place value is 10. So we're going to round to the 10s. So 177 goes up to 180, and 237 goes up to 240. Now we got nice round numbers to deal with. The beauty about zeros, you could cut them off. 18 over 24. If you divide by 6 over 6, you get 3/4, which is roughly 75 or 75%. Okay, so 3/4 is on that chart. Whenever a decimal comes out, you change a decimal by multiplying by 100 and you will get to a percentage. Okay, so let's look at our next example. A snack pack has a mass of 244 grams and the percent of carbohydrate is 25.4%. How many grams of carbohydrates? So we're going to have to multiply these two numbers. So 25%. So we got 25%. We're going to round 240. We're going to round that to a nice round number of 250. We could have rounded to 240, but I think 250, 25 and 25 are easier to deal with. And that's what we will get. So changing this to a decimal times 250. And so basically this comes down to multiplying 25s. 250 times 25. 0, 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 2 is 12. 0, 0, 10, 5. So 625. We had 1, 2, 1, 2, 62.5. So it looks like about 62.5. And we could round this up to a whole number, which would give us 63 grams. So the closest answer is about 63 grams of the snack pack is carbohydrates. Okay, those are our two examples for this lesson. Meet me at the end of the video for the recap. Okay, the base. The base. What is the base number? So let's put B for base is 18.8%. So we wrote this one backwards. The base times 18.8% equals 38.6. So let's deal with some nice, easy round numbers. So 18.8% is close to 20. So roughly 20% of the base, and let's round that off to 40. So now we're dealing with some stuff here. So 0.2 divided by 40, 40 divided by 0.2. So the base equals what? 40 divided by 0.2. 0.2, move to 0, move to 0, the decimal point. 2 goes into 4. Twice. 0, 0. So 200 times 20% should give you 40. And 2 times 2 is 4, so that makes sense. Okay, looking at our next problem. 35 grams of a 12-ounce can of soda is sugars. What percent of sugars are in the sodas? I can see how you get stuck here. So the first thing you want to have to do was convert 12 ounce into grams. And we're going to need a conversion factor for that. So 12 ounces, typing that in a conversion calculator, 12 ounces, 2 grams. Just type that right in your calculator. So 12 ounces, OZ, equals 340 grams. And this is our whole. So 35 grams divided by 340 grams it's going to be 1 time 340, because 340 goes into 35, 0 times. We get 10, we bring a 0, bring a 0. We get 1,000, we get 1,000. 3 times 3 is 9, but 3 fours are 12, so that'll make it go over, so it'll be about 2. It gives you 680, 0, 9, 2, 320, 0, 0. Let's try 9. 0, 4 times 9 is 36, 3 times 9 is 7, 30, 0. So that's 140. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is stop the division here because we went past the thousands place. So 1029, if we multiply by 100, we get 10.29, or rounding off to a decimal, 10.3%, or rounding off to 1, we get about 10% of the can. And that makes sense because 35 divided by 350 would be 0.1. So yeah, we expect to get about 10% of the can is sugar. And so that's rounding, estimating with percents, using numbers that are easy to multiply and divide. We did estimation in another video. If you need more practice, check out that video and do some practice on your own. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, and watch some other videos to help you out. Thank you.